Right now at 5:30, we continue to follow today's immigration raids across Los Angeles. News Chopper 4 over a protest in downtown LA because of them. And earlier today, we saw video of what appeared to be several people being detained at a Home Depot in Westlake.
This happened in the Home Depot parking lot just off Westchester and Burlington near MacArthur Park. NBC4's Alex Rozier live in downtown LA right now with more on what's been happening today. Alex.
Yeah, I want to begin with what's happening right behind me right here, because this started as a press conference, and just minutes ago they started taking to the street. We are on Los Angeles Street, not far from, right outside the Federal Building, not far from City Hall in downtown Los Angeles. This protest happening right now in response to raids that have taken place across the city today, from Westlake to the Fashion District to South LA. Let's first talk a little bit about what happened this morning in Westlake. I'll show you some video of that because our crews on scene saw about immigration enforcement detain about 20 people in this raid, many of them day laborers who were looking for work in the Home Depot parking lot on Wilshire Boulevard. One of several raids. This afternoon we heard from Mayor Bass, who expressed outrage at what took place.
To me, when these things happen, it sows a sense of terror in the community. It's bad enough that it happened at this location, but the way this goes and spreads throughout the community, then people are not sure where they're safe. For example, the raid that took place at the Day Laborers Center at the Home Depot off of Wilshire, there was a graduation, a high school graduation that was going to take place nearby. How will those parents feel? Will they feel safe going to the graduation? So it's the sense of terror that it sows throughout the community that to me just makes it completely unacceptable. I'm outraged that this has happened.
And I'll show you some video now of a separate raid at Ambiance Apparel headquarters in South LA. U.S. Attorney Bill Escalating said federal agents were there serving a search warrant because they believe some workers had fake documents. Several people were detained there too, as many people stood outside the building looking on. So there was a raid in South LA, Westlake, another in the Fashion District that we know of. As we come back out live here on Los Angeles Street, you can see the large crowd, talking several hundred people that have moved off Los Angeles Street onto either Aliso, or there's also an on-ramp there to the 101. So our crews are going to be following them right now, but protests tonight in response to the raids that took place earlier today. Colleen and Michael, we'll send it back into you.
All right, Alex, thank you. And of course, as Alex just pointed out, this large group is on the move. News Chopper 4 over that area where Alex and the protests are going on. Ileana Marino, can you tell which way they're headed at this point?
I can, and as Alex was just mentioning, they had two options. They could either turn onto Aliso eastbound or get onto the 101 freeway, but you can see that they are taking Aliso instead, in part because the CHP is blocking that on-ramp to the 101 freeway. So at this point, this large group of people is headed eastbound on Aliso from Los Angeles. The LAPD airship just flew overhead, and he said it was about 500 people, but I think it might have grown since then. And if they continue walking in this general direction, they're going to end up on Alameda, where there is another group of about 200 people that is in front of the Metropolitan Detention Center. So the two groups are going to merge here just off of the 101 freeway. Will they end up on the 101 freeway? There is the possibility that that could happen, considering the close proximity. But at this point, they're continuing here eastbound on Aliso from Los Angeles here in downtown. That's latest.